What's up, everybody? I'm Zach from Half Pace Outdoors. Today we're going to do another DIY project. We're going to take some canvas and some Gorilla Glue and we're going to do this. Just got this squirrel at like 20 yards with my crossbow. So we all want to know what's wrong with me, right? Right. Okay, so we're going to be doing a dark green canvas and a white canvas layered micarta handle. So our Gorilla Glue, the knife, more canvas. This is how we're going to like clamp it together, because I've never done this. So yeah, I have some aluminum foil. We're gonna make a little dish, because you know we're doing this in the house instead of out in the garage where we should be doing it. But it's my gear room. I'm not gonna get in trouble up here. I do what I want. I'm allowed to do what I want. You can ask my wife. And then we need some parchment paper. And no, I don't care that it's not pretty. Put a piece of parchment paper down, because I don't want to glue the blocks together. And from the videos I've seen, parchment paper, I mean, this stuff is thin, so if you got to sand it off, it's really easy to get through. So let's take our Gorilla Glue. And this is Gorilla Glue Clear, bonds virtually everything. Now I'm doing this just like you would with the epoxy micarta too. You know, distribute it nice and evenly, make sure it gets all the way into the fibers. And I do have epoxy, I just want to see if this will work. So if you guys are new to the channel, this isn't stuff we normally do, but yeah, we're cranking out a video a day through Ohio's stay-at-home orders. So make sure you go over, check out the rest of the Quarantine Diaries playlist, see what else we're getting into. We did a DIY Hudson Bay Trapper's Axe that came out. I love it. I think it's awesome. Okay, we'll let that sit there for about 24 hours and we'll come back to it in the morning. Ooh, that feels much harder than it did yesterday. And we squeezed out quite a bit more of it. I want to try to do this without using epoxy, so we're going to use Gorilla Super Glue. And for the pins, I'm using these, they're nail gun, air gun nails. They got a real thick ridge on them. I just broke a nail. Yeah, they got a real thick ridge on them, so should work. We'll see. We cleaned this up with sandpaper, roughed it up. Okay, and I'm not going to drive these nails all the way through because I'm going to cut them off. I want these ridges to stay. Because these ridges are what's going to grip into this, into the scales themselves. That I do know. Alright, we're going to let that sit for a little bit. Let the door screaming, shaking now.
You have your camera rolling?
Yeah. It's working. Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking is because I have something I need to talk to you about.
Okay.
So, your cameras are rolling?
Yeah. You're pregnant, aren't you? You're pregnant, aren't you?
It's attached.
I get to be a daddy again. It's taken us 4 years. I can go inside now. this week we're doing a lot of imperfect DIY stuff because I'm doing stuff I've never done before. I really like it. I think this is so cool. Look at this. It almost reminds me of a topo map. That is just awesome. And they're not like... Now here's what I mean by this is not perfect. You guys can see how that's ground a little bit different, right? I could take a little bit more off here. It feels like this, like, I'm not being lazy about this, guys, I'm being serious. That kind of feels like it's right where it's supposed to be. You know, this side's a little bit more flat. This is where my fingers grip. I'm left-handed. So I hardly ever use a knife in my right hand. Like, ever. So, and this is like a skinning and game cleaning knife anyways. It's not a carving or anything like that. And I mean, I'll EDC this knife every now and then, but not very often. It kind of feels right. You know, and I mean, if you like really grip a knife and start squeezing, you'll feel a hot spot or like where your skin's pinching. I don't feel any of that. And then that Gorilla Glue, instead of like epoxy, it's like rubberized. And I was worried that it would be like really fibrous. And there's a couple little rough spots, but if I try taking sandpaper to it, it just roughs it up and the fibers poke through. That's why I did it with the grinder. Yeah, isn't that awesome? That's so cool. I like it. That's what matters. Alright guys, I'm Zach from Half Pace Outdoors. Thanks for coming over. Remember, find your way. Alright, I'll see you on the next one.